Hi guys, welcome back to Frenchie and the Brit. I'm Josh,
I'm Kevin.
and today we're going to be talking to you about Glass.
The movie by M Night Shyamalan that my colleague saw a couple of days ago and I saw like a while back now.
Yeah, now there's been hype, but I don't know if there's been as much hype as you'd expect.
Yeah, there was a big hype. I mean, like Unbreakable, which was 19 years ago?
Give or take.
Give or take, yeah. And Split, which was 2 years ago.
Now on Netflix, watch it now.
Yeah, watch it. It's really good.
But anyway, so going into it, I think the most important thing I want to say about it is I thought all the performances were really good.
Oh, yeah. Like
James
McAvoy.
Yeah. McAvoy, he did perfectly.
I mean, he's the beast, the beast of acting. Like, definitely. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson doesn't actually talk for a lot of it.
Yeah, but even like this, even in the beginning, he has a presence.
Yeah, he does
like
deadpan
his physicality,
face.
He has really something.
Really well. It's kind of...
Yeah. And Bruce Willis is big Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis doesn't really run to any huge points.
Yeah,
he's got no
himself.
Emotional thing.
I think it's been a while that he kind of give up, on acting, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
He's just going with the flow, like,
Well,
whatever.
Bruce Willis was... I mean, he's a good actor, but he does very samey roles, I think.
I mean, I don't know, back in the day, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable was a better performance. I mean, here he's kind of hit and miss. He's doing the minimum.
He didn't have a lot to do with. I think that was the biggest problem with all of it. There wasn't a lot for them to do.
To work on, yeah.
I mean, they spend a lot of it in, one environment, and they can't do much in that environment.
Yeah, but I think it's as you say, it's one of the problems. It's like the movie is very, like, condensed in, like, one place. It kind of limits everything.
Yeah, which could work
with
in some
better
respects.
Budget.
Yeah,
somehow.
with better budget and maybe a better scene layout. I'm not sure. I like some of the shots. The big pink room you see in the trailer, that's really well done.
And even the fight scene, all in close up. It's
Yeah.
kind of a way to, like, avoid the fact that they don't have that much budget.
That was an issue I did have with some of it. I realise that, it's got a low budget. Parts of it were very dark.
Yeah, but that kind of worked with the, the setting itself. Like, the kind of environment they wanted to portray. You have this really, like, hospital kind of feeling, like, really...
But they were,
Which is, an hospital. So, that's why you have this feeling.
Also... The woman in it, whose name
Sarah Paulson.
She does really well in it.
She's amazing. American Horror Story. Guys, watch this. She's in it. She's amazing.
Never seen it.
There you go. Watch it.
I will add it to my list. I mean, I still haven't watched past season 1 of Breaking Bad.
I know.
So,
Don't bring this back. This back.
That's my issue. Anyway, one thing I didn't like the music as much as I did in Unbreakable. I thought it was... They did play the original Unbreakable theme, which was really good, but I thought the rest of it didn't hit home for me
I
very
don't know.
much.
The main theme for me really had this kind of hypnotic, haunting, like, sense of urgency to it. You really felt this tension on it.
Yeah, but it wasn't a tension that was ever relayed properly on screen. I never felt tense when I watched it. There was no point where I felt uncomfortable for the characters.
Because one thing that I thought was really bad, it's not really a spoiler. We're gonna go later on deeper in spoiler, but, like, it's a minor one. It's set in kind of a hospital, and in it, one thing that really bothered me is, where are all the patients? Where are all the other patients?
You do see snippets of them.
Yeah. But most of the time, you don't see them.
No, it's true. You don't see them very often.
So it's sort of, they built up this kind of feeling of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or 12 Monkey, but without reaching this feeling of insanity. That just it feels vain, kind of.
No, there was never a character who struck me as a kind of normal man, in a sense. I'm trying hard to describe it in a way without spoiling anything for the plot. They do mention that it's a woman talking about people who believe they're humans. There's never a character who...
They believe they're a comic book character.
There's never a character in it who has the same delusion, but fully believes that they are deluded. So you've got 3 characters who will believe the opposite. You've got no contrasting point aside from the psychiatrist, but I think it needed another character in it.
It needed life in it.
Yeah.
It needed, like, because kind of the idea, summarizing in a really big line, the idea is, like, trying to make them feel like those characters. So you have like, okay, without, that's what has been shown in the trailer. So you have like the James Dunn, like the overseer, like Bruce Willis character from Unbreakable. You have
Wasn't it
Elijah.
called the Night Watchman?
Oh,
In Unbreakable, it was called Night Watchman, so I'm not sure why they changed him to the Overseer.
Because it sounds badass. The overseer, you know, sounds badass.
Sounds
Badass.
Mm.
So you have him. You have Elijah something. The name of Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, Elijah. I mean, he just calls himself
Elijah
Mr. Glass
Glass,
for the most part.
Mr. Glass. And you have Kevin
Wendell Crumb.
who is the Horde,
Yeah.
the Beast, the guy from Split. So you have those three characters who end up, for reason that you will see, in this mental institute where they are like, it's set in this sort of therapy to like tell them that it's delusions. Like the idea that they are like comic book character is delusions.
Yeah, they're delusional.
And in this idea, you know, you would need something like, yeah, look at 12 Monkeys, look at One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You really have this, you know, people around driving the other into insanity.
Yeah.
And here you have...
They needed a contrary point that
yeah.
wasn't a psychiatrist, because the psychiatrist is... I mean, she's just kind of there for some of it.
Yeah.
She's just telling these people this thing, and you sit around and go, okay. There's a lot of downtime in the movie when not a lot goes. It takes a while to get going. The beginning is going at a good pace.
Yeah.
And then for the next kind of 20-30 minutes, nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Except for them playing with the characters that you already knew. You know, you watch James McAvoy turning into different people.
James McAvoy.
No, it's...
This guy just embody even the physicality, you know.
It's great. I'm not saying it's not, but we already knew that.
Yeah, they rely on overused, you know.
Yeah, there's not a lot of differences. Right, now, guys, we're going to move into spoiler territory now. That's our spoiler warning coming up.
Yep. Spoiler!
So, that's your spoiler warning. Don't watch it if you haven't seen the film or if you want to see the film. The
5,
ending.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I hated the ending. I thought it was contrived completely. I don't like going the secret society route. I thought it was they couldn't think of another way to end it.
It's badly executed, but the concept itself was really good. The idea that you have this society that doesn't matter whether they're hero or villain, they just erase them for the sake of humanity.
Yeah, which would be great if there'd been any indication. I mean, showing everyone a black clover on their wrist.
And he just appeared at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's very Shyamalan. It's kind of like, ooh, look at my twist. But I think he's gotten to the point where he's just doing twists for the sake of twists.
Yeah, because the problem is, like, if you compare, for instance, Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense, the twist, no one saw it coming in the first place.
Yeah.
But if you rewatch the movie, you have clues, you know, put here and there during the whole film.
Yeah, meanwhile...
So you could get it.
But saying that, the internet was right in its theory that Kevin Wendell Crumb's father died in the train crash.
Which wasn't hard to...
No, everyone suspected this as a point. It's not something where everyone was kind of like, what? No way. That's crazy, man.
Nope.
Because, let's be honest, it was the simplest way to do it, really. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. Maybe if it could have been executed better, I
think the big problem is that, okay, you had Unbreakable, which was a big success at the time. You have to think, as I say, 19 years ago, give or take. It was a decent success.
I mean, it wasn't huge.
It was still decent. And at the time, he wanted to do a trilogy. But then he did all those like shitty movie, and his career sort of went into downfall. You know, like M Night Shyamalan. And then he did Split, which Split was really good. But I don't think in the first place Split was intended to be a sequel of Unbreakable.
No.
I think he just added this at the last bit, like, hey guys, remember I did Unbreakable? Hey, I want to do a third one, hey!
I mean, I really liked Split. I think Split might be my favourite out of the three.
Unbreakable.
Well, I haven't seen Unbreakable for ages. I preferred the music in Unbreakable, because that theme is just really good. I don't think I don't know how to say it, it's quite difficult. The plot in Unbreakable got a bit over time. And I think he did have a big problem when comparing
With the Sixth
the
Sense.
Beast when
You mean
comparing the
Glass,
two characters, the Beast and
The
Bruce
Overseer?
Willis.
Yeah.
Because in actuality, their fights were very different. You know, the Beast, you see him get shot with shotgun shells and bend metal. Bruce Willis, you see him choke out a big guy but get pretty beaten up while doing it.
Yeah, but I don't know. One thing that I really liked in the ending is like, okay, basically at the ending you have the villain teaming up, so you have Glass and Kevin, I mean the Beast teaming up and preparing this attack on like a big tower. Like an amazing thing. They tease you like something on the top of a tower with like chemical stuff and I don't know, like great thing. And in the end, he sort of like say this to the character of Bruce Willis to like make him come forward and defeat them. But all of this happened on a parking lot, just in front of the hospital. And I thought this was great because it's like a twist on the comic book movie. You expect like a grand finale with like lots of special effect and things, and in the end, it's like 3 guys fighting on a parking lot.
Well, 2 guys fighting.
Well,
I mean,
2
Mr.
guys
Glass
and one
doesn't do a
dying
lot
on the
of
floor,
fighting.
all broken up, and like, ugh.
Yeah, I thought that oddly, it may be entirely the point. The Beast turning on Mr. Glass is very comic book. You sort of see it coming.
Yeah, somehow we kept some like, and that's what like somehow I was expecting at the end that you would see that all of this was a real comic book. That in the end, like you had someone like a kid reading this story, that all of this was a real comic book, and that would explain all the plot hole and plot convenience that you see throughout the whole movie.
I mean, I think the biggest problem is that his twist wasn't really a twist. You could see it coming from a mile away. The woman not being surprised when she walks through the hospital and sees the door knocked down from the inside.
Yeah.
Not having any reaction shots to that kind of gives the impression, she knew all along they were superheroes, yada, 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 yada.
But it's still like...
I mean, I wasn't surprised. There was no point during the whole ending sequence where they're shooting them all where I was kind of like, oh, what? This is insane.
I don't know, the fact that they kill them, but that the 3 of them dies, because at the end, basically the 3 of them dies. I thought that was ballsy somehow. It's just like, you know what, that's how it is. Period, we kill them.
But I'm not saying it's not ballsy, I'm just saying it wasn't surprising. There was no twist to it. I wasn't amazingly surprised.
Yeah, no, it's the ending is just badly executed. I think the idea behind it was really good. It's just badly executed, and this is most likely comes down to the budget.
Yeah,
Blumhouse production.
I mean, they didn't exactly have a small budget.
For a comic book standard, they had a small budget. For a movie nowadays, it's all right.
Well, yeah, but you're comparing it to kind of Marvel, Sony Productions.
What it tries to be somehow.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
there
part of
wasn't
this
as much
comic book.
CGI. You can still do a lot without a lot of budget.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're filming this with 2 lamps.
Yep, and it looks amazing. I mean, like, wait for the pyrotechnic effect. That's...
Oh, yeah?
Hopefully, his hair is going to be on fire really soon, in like 3
Kevin's
seconds.
nipples combust.
3, 2, 1, and... Maybe, who knows if we manage to figure it out.
I edit it, so pretty sure it's going to be Kevin's nipples combusting.
Enjoy, guys.
Yeah, right, that's all we have time for today.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm stealthily looking at my phone.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys later. The next episode of the Kingdom Hearts first hour stream is coming out. Added note on that, guys. We actually played about half an hour more than we meant to.
Where he lost it completely.
Yeah, where I went a bit mad. And we're going to have that up later on in the week as a bit of added extra. We don't know if we'll do it with the other episodes. We're just seeing how it all plays out regarding the other games.
And that was it. Like very professionally. Keep his arm like this.
I like to have an alarm because otherwise I forget and ramble.
And here we go. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Yeah, bye.